My beloved child, I call you to listen and feel the gentle whisper of my presence around you right now. I see how your heart yearns for assurance, and I want you to know that I am here in every moment, in every breath you take. Nothing can separate you from my everlasting love, for I have set my seal upon your life, just as I breathed life into Adam in the very beginning. Genesis 2:7. When you open your eyes each morning, I rejoice over your existence, and I pledge to guide you through every season. I recognize that you often wonder if you are worthy, if you are capable of fulfilling the dreams hidden in your heart. My assurance is simple. You are priceless, and I desire to see you flourish. There is no spot in your life that I do not surround with my compassion. When you feel the weight of your cares, remember that I invite you to cast all your burdens upon me. 1 Peter 5:7. I hold the keys to the doors that you cannot open on your own, and I delight in leading you into new spaces of blessing. So cling to me, trust in my plans, for I am the one who holds your tomorrow. Take heart, for I am your eternal companion, and I will never desert you. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. I notice the silent cries you have released in the stillness of the night, those moments when you think no one hears the echo of your pain. I am the one who knows the sound of every tear hitting your pillow, and I stand ready to dry your eyes. Do not fear the darkness, for even when you cannot see the light, I am the lamp unto your feet. Psalm 119:105. I promise you that the valleys you cross are temporary, and I am leading you toward higher ground. My plans for you are not to harm you, but to give you hope and a future. Jeremiah 29:11. So do not let discouragement take root in your soul. Take each step in faith and know that my hand protects you from the storms swirling around. When the winds of uncertainty blow, remember that I am your refuge, your strong tower, your hiding place. You will rise above the fears that threaten to hold you captive, for my power is made perfect in your weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. So be still, for you are held in my everlasting arms. I watch over you in every breath. I cherish you with a boundless passion that transcends every human understanding. Even as I fashioned the earth and set the stars in orbit, my thoughts were fixed upon your future. You are not an accident. You are a divine creation, made in my image. Genesis 1:27. Your heart reflects my glory, and the light you carry is a testament to the beauty I have bestowed upon you. When you see your imperfections, I see possibilities for growth, and where you see scars, I see stories of survival. I am your father, your friend, your counselor, and I wrap you in a garment of acceptance. You need not strive endlessly for validation from the world, for my approval is eternal, my favor unstoppable. Come, share your desires and your dreams with me in prayer, for I delight in fulfilling the longings of your heart that align with my goodness. Do not linger in the shadows of self-doubt. Step forward, knowing I have already declared you worthy. You are precious. My hand sustains you always. I understand that your faith has been tested in countless ways, and sometimes you wonder if I hear your calls for help. I assure you, my child, I have never turned away from you. Like I parted the waters for the children of Israel. Exodus 14:21. I will make a path where you see only obstacles. Do you doubt this? Remember, my wisdom is greater than any challenge you face. I already know the outcome before you take the first step, and I provide courage to confront your giants. Even in your weariness, lift up your head, for my support is unfaltering. You may feel unprepared, but I enable the called. I do not just call the able. Trust in the persistence of my guiding voice. Take comfort that my mercies are renewed each morning. Lamentations 3:22-23. Stand tall in the fullness of who I say you are. I bless you. Move forward in peace. I see the future that you cannot glimpse, and I know the path you will tread. Nothing escapes my notice, and every event in your life can be redeemed for a greater purpose. Think of Joseph, sold into slavery, only to save many from famine. Genesis 50:20. When you are tempted to wonder if your struggles have any value, remember that I specialize in turning trials into triumphs. No pain is wasted in my kingdom, and every tear can water the seeds of a brighter tomorrow. You are part of a divine strategy that spans generations, and my hand stretches across time to support your every move. Let go of the baggage of yesterday, for I am doing a new thing. Isaiah 43:19. By surrendering your past, you make space for the blessings I long to pour into your present. Let your heart rest in my faithfulness, and trust that I write beautiful stories of redemption. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. I am the voice that called the heavens into existence, and I am the same voice that whispers encouragement into your spirit this very hour. My word is alive and active, Hebrews 4:12, penetrating even the darkest doubts that attempt to oppress you. Hear me clearly. You do not need to attain perfection to walk boldly in my purpose. Look at Moses, who stammered, yet led an entire nation to freedom. Exodus 4:10-12. Look at David, a shepherd boy who became a king after my own heart. 1 Samuel 13:14. When you feel insufficient, remember that my strength is magnified in your weakness. 2 Corinthians 12:9. Do not run from the call I place on your life. Embrace it, knowing I equip those I appoint. Therefore pray with boldness, seek my kingdom first, and watch as miracles unfold. I hold you close and wipe away your tears. I desire for you to know the joy of my presence, for in my presence there is fullness of joy. Psalm 16:11. When you experience loneliness, remember that I have invited you into a fellowship that transcends human companionship. Even if you feel isolated from the world, you are never isolated from me. I cradle you in a sacred embrace, reminding you that you matter. You are my delight, not a burden. Every prayer you utter, whether clumsy or eloquent, is a sweet aroma to my throne. I long for you to speak freely, to pour out your troubles as you would to a trusted friend. Indeed, I call you friend. John 15:15. Take comfort in this connection we share, for it is stronger than any earthly tie. Your heart has been designed to beat in rhythm with my will, and your faith is the key that unlocks my favor. In every season, I remain your faithful shield. I understand your desire for new opportunities and fresh starts, for I place that longing in your heart. Do not be dismayed when you encounter closed doors, for sometimes a closed door is a divine redirection. I see the path you do not, and I weave circumstances for your ultimate good. Contemplate the story of Ruth, who, in great loss, found redemption and abundance. Ruth 4:13-17. Just as I orchestrated her steps, I orchestrate yours, even when the scenery looks bleak. When you are tempted to give up, remember that perseverance produces character, and character produces hope. Romans 5:3-4. Hold on to that hope, for I am watching diligently over your life. Even when you cannot trace my hand, you can trust my heart. Stretch your faith, open your hands to receive, and marvel at the wonders I will reveal. I bring hope where you see none. I rejoice over every stride you take toward me, whether large or small. Even the faintest desire to draw near to me ignites celebration in the realm of heaven. Luke 15:10. Neither your past mistakes nor your present struggles disqualify you from my embrace. When you come to me in prayer, do not fear condemnation, for in my arms you find forgiveness and acceptance. I am slow to anger and abounding in steadfast love. Psalm 103:8. Let your mind dwell on the truth that you are chosen, and I have written your name on the palms of my hands. Isaiah 49:16. Nothing can pluck you from my care. When you stumble, I am there to lift you. When you succeed, I am the one who rejoices with you. Release your guilt and shame and step into the liberty I offer. My grace opens the path before you. I know that at times you wonder if your prayers even reach me, but I assure you that my ears are always attentive to your cries. Psalm 34:15. Do not let the enemy convince you otherwise. Your words, whether audible or silent, are like sweet incense rising to my throne. I am not distant or unresponsive. I am the God who answers by fire. 1 Kings 18:24. You may not always see the answers unfold immediately, yet my timing is perfect. I write every chapter of your story, and I do not allow any detail to escape my notice. Hold on to the faith that your petitions are working beyond what you can perceive. The waiting season is not a wasted season, for I am refining your character and preparing you for greater things. Do not give in to discouragement. I hold your tomorrows in my hand, and I will never let you go. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. I have seen you in those quiet hours when doubt sneaks in, whispering that you are not good enough or that your efforts will never bear fruit. Take heart, for I am the author of creation, and nothing is beyond my redemptive power. When you feel disqualified, remember that I choose the willing rather than the flawless. I gave my beloved Son, that whoever believes shall have eternal life. John 3:16. Could I not then pour out my favor on you, my precious child, whom I call by name? Rise above the accusations that the world, or even your own thoughts, place upon you. I am your advocate, defending you against every lie. Lift your head, for in my light you are seen, valued, and called forth. I am the remedy for your discouragement, and my grace expands to cover every moment of shortcoming. Place your trust in me, for I will never fail you. I watch over you in every breath. I know your heart longs to give and receive love, yet scars from the past may make you hesitate. Do not fear the risk of loving deeply, for I am the source of true love. Word John 4:7-8. Even when others have fallen short in their affection, my love is perfect. Allow me to heal those places within you that ache from betrayal or rejection. Open your heart to my comfort, for I mend what is broken with tenderness beyond measure. I am the shepherd who carries wounded lambs close to my heart. Isaiah 40:11. Every care that burdens you, lay it before me and witness how my spirit floods your being with peace. Overcome the temptation to withdraw. Instead, let your love blossom in the safety of my embrace. Your capacity to love comes from me, and you reflect my heart when you show compassion. Be at rest, for my commitment to you never wavers. I bless you. Move forward in peace. I observe how you constantly battle the noise of the world, the voices that clamor for your attention. You are bombarded with demands, distractions, and comparisons. But I invite you to step away from the clatter. Come to me in stillness, and you will discover my voice gently calling your name. Or Kings 19:12. You need not achieve a lofty status or prove your value by earthly measures, for you are already precious in my sight. Look to the sunrise as it illuminates the sky. That same light I set in motion is the light that shines upon you each new day. Let go of the urgency to fit into every expectation imposed by others, for I have crafted a unique path for you. Find your identity in me and experience freedom from the burden of human approval. Remember, I am enough, and my wisdom directs your steps. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. I understand the deepest cries of your soul that you dare not share with anyone. Even when words fail you, my spirit intercedes with groanings too deep for words. Romans 8:26. When you ache for purpose or long for a season of renewal, know that I am the God who makes all things new. Revelation 21:5. The marred canvas of your life can become a masterpiece under my touch. A seemingly bleak moment can transform into a testimony of hope. Do you remember how I rebuilt the ruins of Jerusalem? Nehemiah 2:17-18. In the same manner, I will rebuild areas of your heart that have suffered devastation. Do not fret about your flaws, for I work with imperfect vessels to display my glory. I invite you to partner with me, to embrace my purpose, and to thrive in my care. Open wide your heart. I am pouring my peace onto your path. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. I witness the unsteady steps you take in pursuit of a better tomorrow. Some days you feel bold and fearless. Other days you sink into uncertainty. Remember that my grace is sufficient to carry you through every shift and twist of life. Even when you stumble, my strong arm is quick to lift you. I applaud your efforts, for I know each step costs you courage. I do not criticize your mishaps. Rather, I use them to grow resilience in your soul. You are like a tree planted by streams of water, which yields fruit in its season. Psalm 1:3. Remain connected to me, your living water, and your leaves shall not wither. Do you see how I nourish you with my word, my presence, my constant love? I am with you, child, every single day. No valley is too deep, no mountain too high for me to reach you. I watch over you in every breath. I call you my treasure, for I myself have placed immeasurable worth inside your being. When you look in the mirror and spot only flaws, remember that I see a radiant soul made in my likeness. I did not create you to be a carbon copy of anyone else. You are a one-of-a-kind design. Embrace that uniqueness, for the world needs the color and texture you bring. Even Jesus chose ordinary men and women, fishermen, tax collectors, those overlooked by society, to change the course of history. Likewise, I call you to stand firm in the identity I have given, unapologetic about your distinctive nature. Let the joy of that knowledge inspire you to shine brightly wherever you go. You are like salt and light in this world. Matthew 5:13-14, preserving hope and illuminating truth. When you question your impact, look to me, for I am the author of your story, and I leave no chapter unfinished. I bless you. Move forward in peace. I perceive your eagerness to witness miracles and breakthroughs. You wonder when you will see the fruits of your labor, or when you will taste the joy of prayers answered. Waiting can be painful, but know that in delay, I often work the deepest transformations in your heart. Look at Abraham, who waited decades for the promised child. Genesis 21:1-7. There was a divine purpose in every season of anticipation. Similarly, your waiting is not a test of cruelty, but an invitation to mature in faith. Each day of patience strengthens the foundation of your trust in me. I have not forgotten you, nor have I overlooked the desires I planted in your spirit. Hold on to the hope that my timing is neither early nor late, but right. Breathe in my peace, release your control, and witness how I weave blessings in ways you never expected. I watch over you in every breath. I stand by your side when you face off with temptations or battles that test your integrity and commitment. This world is filled with enticements that promise quick pleasures, but yield emptiness. I urge you to turn your gaze from the false lures and fix your eyes on the eternal riches found in me. When you feel overwhelmed, remember that I am the God who can calm the winds and the waves. Mark 4:39. Even temptations bow before my name. Take up the whole armor of God, Ephesians 6:11-18, and battle not in your own strength, but in mine. My Spirit dwells within you, fortifying you against every scheme that seeks to derail your destiny. You are not a slave to fear or shame. You are a child of promise. Stride forward boldly, knowing that no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Isaiah 54:17. I am your shield. I will never desert you. I recognize how exhaustion can weigh upon you, the tiredness that goes beyond physical fatigue, reaching the deepest part of your soul. The responsibilities that you shoulder may seem insurmountable, and you might wonder if you can carry on. In those weary moments, remember that I offer rest for your soul. Matthew 11:28-30. I do not command you to run endless marathons without the promise of renewed strength. Quiet yourself in my presence and let my comfort revive you. A single whisper of my spirit can refresh what the world has drained. Do not struggle alone. My help is ever ready, and my compassion is endless. Share your load with me, and in that exchange, you gain the vigor to press on. You are not meant to carry burdens that break you. I am the burden bearer, eager to uplift you. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. I have placed within you gifts and talents that, when cultivated, bring forth blessings for you and for others. Do not bury these treasures out of fear or doubt. Remember the parable of the talents, how the servant who hid his share out of fear gained nothing. Matthew 25:14-30. Likewise, I call you to take risks in faith, trusting that I will multiply your efforts. Each ability you have is a reflection of my creative spirit, a hint of my limitless imagination. Whether you sing, write, teach, care for others, or simply smile to uplift a weary heart, all of these expressions of goodness delight me. Step forth and share your light. My grace accompanies you, enabling you to succeed in ways you never envisioned. Let the seed I planted in you grow into a magnificent harvest, for I take pleasure in seeing my children flourish. I bless you. Move forward in peace. I am mindful of how easy it is to compare your journey with the path of others. You notice their accomplishments, their recognitions, their joys, and you might wonder if I have passed you by. Know this. I have a time and a season for everything. Ecclesiastes 3:1. Your story is not meant to mimic theirs, nor are you called to match anyone's pace. I orchestrate unique melodies in each heart, and your song will resound beautifully in its proper time. Release envy, for it poisons the soul. Instead, celebrate the victories of others and trust that I have a destined appointment for your breakthrough. Let your heart be at rest, knowing I have not forgotten your wishes and prayers. Focus on the steps I have placed before you, and watch as my hand prospers the work you do. I watch over you in every breath. I cherish the moments when you pause just to worship and adore me, unburdened by petitions or questions. Your praise is a sweet melody that resonates in the heavenlies. When you gaze upon my goodness and lift my name high, chains of discouragement fall away. Remember how Paul and Silas, even in prison, sang hymns until the foundation shook. Acts 16:25-26. Such is the power of sincere worship. It transcends walls, defeats gloom, and opens doors to freedom. Let your heart engage in pure adoration, allowing my spirit to embrace you. In this divine exchange, your spirit rises above the noise, and you encounter my might in new ways. Taste and see that I am good. Psalm 34:8. Amid any storm, turn up your voice in praise and witness clouds part as the sun of righteousness shines upon you. You are precious. My hand sustains you always. I am acquainted with the depth of your sorrow when you lose someone or something you hold dear. Grief can feel like an endless night, but remember, I am the resurrection and the life. John 11:25. Even death cannot prevail against my power, and the ache of loss is never the end of the story. I mend wounded hearts in ways that surpass human understanding. Come to me with your laments, your questions, your tears. I am not offended by your raw emotions. I care deeply. Every cry echoes in my heart, and I gently cradle you during the darkest hours. You will see daybreak again. The morning will come. For I give beauty for ashes and the oil of gladness for mourning. Isaiah 61:3. Hope still blossoms where you see only despair. For my redemptive power flows unhindered through every circumstance. I bless you. Move forward in peace. I remind you that your story is still unfolding, no matter how old or young you are, no matter how many twists and turns have marked your path. Perhaps you suspect that your best days are gone, or that opportunities have slipped away beyond recall. Listen closely. I am the eternal God, and age or past failures do not limit my ability to work wonders in your life. I gave Sarah a child in her old age, and I called Jeremiah in his youth. Your seasons are in my hands, and I weave beauty from the threads you believed were useless. Let every breath you draw be a testament to my mercies that are new each morning. Lamentations 3:22-23. Step with confidence into what I place before you now, trusting that I am an expert at redeeming the impossible. You are nurtured in my everlasting care. I know how the pressure of daily life can make you anxious. The urgency of bills, health concerns, and relational strains can loom like giants. But remember, I am the God who swallowed up the Red Sea to save my people. Exodus 14:26-31. No force stands stronger than my might. When you feel anxiety rise, let your prayers rise higher. I did not create you to live in a constant state of unease. My desire is that you would find rest in my providence, knowing I sustain the birds of the air and dress the lilies of the field. Matthew 6:25-29. Would I not care for you, my dear one, even more diligently? Place your trust in me, for I am able to do exceedingly abundantly above all you ask or imagine. Ephesians 3:20. I am your peace, your confidence, your ever-present help. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. I delight when you create space in your life to listen for my voice. I am not silent, though the world's commotion tries to drown out my guidance. Seek me in the scriptures, and you will find my heart revealed. Meditate on my word, for it is a lamp to your feet and a light to your path. Psalm 119:105. I also speak through the gentle promptings in your spirit, the kind word of a friend, the beauty of nature. Stay alert, for I am not confined to a single method. When you pause and quiet your mind, you will perceive my whispers. Do not doubt your ability to hear me, for I am the good shepherd, and my sheep hear my voice. John 10:27. Be assured, my counsel leads you into life, never into confusion. Trust my direction and watch as I turn ordinary moments into sacred encounters. I hold you close and wipe away your tears. I have witnessed the struggles you face in your inner being, the battles against old habits, old wounds, old fears. You may ask, will I ever really change? My answer is simple. Yes, by my Spirit, you are transformed from glory to glory. 2 Corinthians 3:18. Sanctification is a journey, not an instant event, and I am patient with you every step. There is no condemnation for those in Christ, Romans 8:1. So throw off the weight of shame. Allow me to shape your character through my word and the comfort of my presence. Be willing to yield your heart, for the clay does not dictate to the potter. Though it may sting to release old patterns, the fruit of freedom is sweet beyond compare. I celebrate each victory with you, no matter how small it may seem. Step forward, boldly, for you are anointed to thrive. I bless you. Move forward in peace. I know you yearn to understand my mysteries, to see the big picture behind every challenge. But my ways are higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. Isaiah 55:9. Do not be dismayed when I do not reveal every detail of the journey. Faith often requires trusting me without knowing every step ahead. Even Abraham went out, not knowing whither he went. Hebrews 11:8. Lean into my infinite wisdom and rest, for I am ahead of you preparing the path. There will be times when the road seems dark, but my light will be enough to guide your next footstep. Resist the urge to demand all answers at once. Instead, let the wonder of my ways strengthen your trust. Every secret I reveal with purpose, and the timing is never random. Wait on me, rest in me, and allow my Spirit to illuminate your heart. I watch over you in every breath. I remind you that you are part of a greater family, the body of believers, unified by the blood of Christ. There is power in fellowship, in prayerful community, in sharing burdens and joys. When 2 or 3 gather in my name, I am there. Matthew 20. Do not isolate yourself out of pride or fear, for I designed you for relationship. Seek the warmth of spiritual connection and let others encourage, correct, and pray for you. You are a unique member of this body, and your contribution matters. Honor your brothers and sisters, lifting them in their weak moments, and you will find that mutual love creates an atmosphere for my miracles to flow. Do not underestimate the power of genuine friendship in me. When your heart feels heavy, lean on those I have placed around you. I take pleasure in your unity, and I bind you together with cords of my love. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. I declare over you a season of healing and forgiveness. Those wounds you have sustained from broken relationships or hurtful words can linger like unseen chains. But I am the healer who binds up the brokenhearted. Psalm 147:3. Do not allow resentment to poison your soul. Release the grudges and the pain, trusting that my justice prevails. Forgiving others and even forgiving yourself opens the floodgates of my grace. Be assured, forgiveness is not weakness, but the gateway to freedom. Just as I have forgiven you, so I urge you to forgive those who trespass against you. Matthew 6:14. When you let go of bitterness, you make room for my love to bloom. Let the balm of my presence soothe the scars. I delight in seeing you whole, ready to love without fear. Remember, I am with you, no matter the circumstance. I bless you. Move forward in peace. I understand your longing for a clear vision of your future, for a solid blueprint that reveals each turn and twist ahead. Yet faith calls you to rely on me, to walk by faith, not by sight. 2 Corinthians 5:7. Too much certainty can eclipse your need for dependence on me. Do not worry that you might miss my will, for I am capable of closing the wrong doors and illuminating the right ones. Come to me in prayer, ask for wisdom, and I will not withhold it. James 2:1-5. Tune your heart to my spirit, and you will discern my leading in every choice you make. Trust the gentle stirrings and confirmations I give, whether through scripture, a still small voice, or counsel from godly friends. I am ahead of you, and I have prepared good works for you to walk in. Embrace the mystery, for in it my glory shines. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. I never grow weary of reminding you that your past does not define you. No mistake, no sin, no regret is beyond my forgiveness. Look at the Apostle Paul, who once persecuted believers, yet became a champion of the gospel. Acts 9:1-22. I specialize in transforming lives that seem irredeemable. Let the guilt you carry melt away as you accept my mercy. My forgiveness is unconditional when you turn your heart toward me. Allow my spirit to restore your dignity, for you are no longer a slave to shame. Stand tall in the identity I gift you, a redeemed child, washed clean by my love. Every day is a new canvas for you to paint with colors of hope and obedience. Let the memories of past failures serve only as reminders of my grace, ever available and powerful. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. I am aware of the spiritual battles that rage around you, conflicts unseen by human eyes, but felt deeply in your spirit. Do not shrink back in fear. I have given you authority to trample on serpents and scorpions, Luke 10:19, and nothing shall harm you. Your prayers are weapons of light, piercing the kingdom of darkness. Take courage, for I stand as the Lord of hosts, commander of angelic armies, ready to fight on your behalf. When you feel overcome by temptation or oppression, speak my name. It is a strong tower, and the righteous run to it and are safe. Proverbs 18:10. No principality or power can withstand the might of my word spoken in faith. Remember, I do not leave you unarmed. Take up your spiritual armor, knowing that victory is sure because I have already overcome the world. John 16:33. I watch over you in every breath. I take pleasure in your willingness to sow kindness wherever you walk. Even a simple act of compassion can be a seed that grows into a bountiful harvest of joy. Do not underestimate the power of a kind word, a gentle touch, or a prayer spoken in secret. These gestures resonate in the courts of heaven. Remember, whatsoever you do unto the least of these, you do unto me. Matthew 25:40. When you sow generously, you reap generously. 2 Corinthians 9:6. Trust that I multiply every loving deed performed in my name. Allow your heart to overflow with the selflessness of Christ, who came not to be served, but to serve. Mark 10:45. You mirror my nature most clearly when you choose to love without conditions. Let your life become a beacon that guides others toward my embrace. I bless you. Move forward in peace. I see the desires that rest in the deepest pockets of your heart, dreams that you may have shelved out of fear or disappointment. Know that I am the God who places purpose in you, and I will be faithful to complete what I have begun. Philippians 1:6. Do not abandon the visions I have stirred in your spirit. Put your hope in me, for I am the author and finisher of your faith. Hebrews 12:2. When you take one step in obedience, I will light the way for the next. Remember how I called Noah to build an ark against all odds. Genesis 6:14. He persevered, believing in my promises. Likewise, your obedience in the face of adversity will yield abundant fruit. Believe in my unfailing goodness. Trust me to open the doors that no one can shut, and to shut doors that lead you astray. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. I am well aware of the tug of negative thoughts that sometimes play over and over in your mind. They whisper that you will never be enough, that your hopes will end in ruin. Fight these lies with the truth of my word. Gird up the loins of your mind. 1 Peter 1:13. Replace every deceitful notion with my promises. You are fearfully and wonderfully made. Psalm 139:14. You have the mind of Christ. 1 Corinthians 2:16. Let this truth fill every crevice of your thinking. If I am for you, who can be against you? Romans 8:31. Those negative voices lose their power when you declare my scriptures out loud. Speak life, speak hope, speak victory, and watch as the clouds of despair dissipate. Remember, you are not defined by failures or weak moments. Stand confident in my love, and I will guide you into freedom. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. I long for you to experience the fullness of my spirit, a deeper dimension of fellowship where every moment becomes sacred. Seek me with your whole heart, and you shall surely find me. Jeremiah 29:13. Do not settle for a surface-level relationship. Come, drink from the rivers of living water that I offer. John 7:38. Allow my spirit to wash over your weary soul, bringing refreshment that the world cannot provide. In this place of intimacy, revelation abounds, and your faith will rise to new heights. You will perceive my hand in the small details of life, and your heart will swell with gratitude. Let go of any preconceived notions that limit what I can do. In yielding yourself to the Holy Spirit, you will flourish like a tree planted beside streams, always fruitful, never withering. I watch over you in every breath. I take no pleasure in your suffering, but I do rejoice when you grow through the trials you face. Yes, even difficulties can be the soil in which your character takes root and flourishes. Consider how a pearl forms, born from irritation and pressure. Likewise, the irritations and pressures in your life can produce something of great value. Rejoice in tribulation, knowing it produces perseverance, character, and hope. Romans 5:3-5. When you submit your hurts and struggles to me, I take them into my loving hands and fashion them into a testimony of my faithfulness. Recognize that your current suffering is not wasted. It is shaping you for greater purpose and glory. Look beyond the present pain and catch a glimpse of the beauty I am unveiling in you. I bless you. Move forward in peace. I delight in your honest questions, for I am not intimidated by your curiosity or your doubts. Indeed, when you seek truth, you honor the intelligence and spiritual hunger I have given you. Bring me your questions, be they about suffering, about purpose, about my nature. Did I not invite Isaiah to reason together with me? Isaiah 1:18. In these honest exchanges, a deeper faith emerges, one not built on shallow platitudes, but on genuine understanding. My word offers insights, but so does my spirit within you, leading you into all truth. John 16:13. Stay patient, for revelation unfolds gradually, like the breaking of dawn. Do not be afraid to wrestle with the mysteries you encounter. I am patient, ever willing to guide you step by step. You need not fear the unknown when you rest in the embrace of the all-knowing. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. I am the God who provides, Jehovah Jireh, and I promise to meet all your needs according to my riches in glory. Philippians 4:9. Do not allow the struggles of finances or provision to erode your confidence in me. Remember the widow who had nothing but a small jar of oil, 2 Kings 4:1-7. Yet through obedience and faith, that oil never ran out. In the same way, when you place your faith in me and follow my instructions, I multiply your resources. The principle of sowing and reaping still stands. Those who sow generously will reap generously. But know also that I care for your needs before you even ask. Matthew 6:8. Trust in my faithfulness. Be diligent with what you have, and steward your gifts wisely. When you live with an open hand, you will see my open heaven. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. I understand the wrestling in your heart when you see injustice in the world. Your spirit cries out for wrongs to be made right, for voices that are oppressed to be heard. My justice is not slow, nor is my hand short. Isaiah 59:1. Though it may appear that evil thrives, remember that every deed is ultimately weighed in my balance. I exalted Esther to the palace for such a time as her people needed deliverance. Esther 4:14. Likewise, I can raise you or others into positions to enact change. When you pray for justice, know that I hear and respond. Stand up for righteousness, advocate for the vulnerable, and trust that I align events for my glory. Patience does not equate to indifference. Keep hope alive, for my plan encompasses all nations and generations. I watch over you in every breath. I applaud every moment you dare to speak truth and light into dark situations. When you witness corruption, deceit, or malice, do not shrink back. You are the light of the world, a city set on a hill that cannot be hidden. Matthew 5:14. Even if your voice shakes, even if you stand seemingly alone, I am with you, bolstering your courage. Faith is more than believing. It is acting on my promptings, even when the cost is high. Remember Daniel, who refused to compromise his faith in the face of threats. Daniel 6:10. His testimony echoes through time, encouraging you to remain steadfast. Your willingness to stand for truth will resonate far beyond what you can see now. And know that I reward faithfulness, even in the smallest acts. Be bold. My strength is perfected in your weakness. I bless you. Move forward in peace. I see your heart's desire to grow in self-discipline and maturity. At times, you may falter, falling back into old habits. Take courage, for I am the God who enables you to will and to act according to my good pleasure. Philippians 2:13. You do not have to rely solely on human willpower. My Spirit empowers you to exhibit the fruit of self-control. Galatians 5:22-23. Each time you deny a harmful impulse or turn your eyes away from temptation, you build spiritual muscle. Remember that growth is process, and I am pleased with every step you take toward discipline. Let my word be your sustenance. It provides the spiritual nourishment you need to stay the course. When you feel weary, call out to me, and I will strengthen you. You are being shaped into the image of Christ day by day. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. I take joy in the moments you choose to serve others, for in serving, you reflect the humility of my Son, who washed his disciples' feet. John 13:5. Service is not a demeaning task. It is an elevation of your spirit to mirror my heart. When you care for the needs of the lonely, the hungry, the forgotten, you carry forth my compassion into the world. Do not despise small acts of service. Every cup of water given in my name does not go unrewarded. Mark 9:41. Let love be your motivation, not recognition or praise. I, who see in secret, will reward you openly. Be aware that in blessing others, you too are blessed. Service turns the ordinary into sacred ground, for it opens the door to divine partnership. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. I hear the beats of your heart when you sense a fresh wave of hope stirring inside you. There are moments when you catch a glimpse of breakthrough, yet you hesitate to believe fully. Fearing disappointment, cast aside that trepidation, for hope in me does not disappoint. Romans 5:5. When I stir expectations in you, it is because I am preparing a blessing that matches the longing I have placed in your soul. Embrace the newness of this season. Leave yesterday's doubts behind. Rise up and take hold of my promises. Just as I revived Lazarus from the grave, John 11:43-44. I can revive dead dreams and restore lost opportunities. Do not underestimate my power. Look forward with confidence, for I am able to do more than you can imagine. I watch over you in every breath. I know the times you've been misunderstood when your intentions were pure, but others judged you wrongly. Remember that I alone truly know the heart. 1 Samuel 16:7. Do not let bitterness take root when you are misrepresented or criticized without cause. Instead, trust me to vindicate you. If I am for you, no human misjudgment can ultimately harm you. Be quick to forgive and slow to speak in anger, for peace abounds when you keep your heart free from offense. Take the example of Jesus, who, when ridiculed and falsely accused, responded with grace and wisdom. Luke 23:34. Allow my love to keep your soul gentle yet firm. Though others may not see your true intentions, I see and I delight in your sincerity. Hold fast to your integrity, and you will emerge stronger and brighter. I bless you. Move forward in peace. I instruct you to guard your heart above all else, for out of it flow the issues of life. Proverbs 4:23. This world seeks to pollute your inner wellspring with negativity, lust, or despair. Yet I have given you my Spirit to stand as a gatekeeper, alerting you when to turn away from toxic influences. Nurture your heart with my word, letting it dwell richly in you. Colossians 3:16. Worship, prayer, and meditation on Scripture. Fortify your inner man, so that when the storms come, you remain unshaken. Do not neglect the gift of your emotions. Direct them toward praise, service, and compassion. In doing so, you protect the well-being of your spirit. I am here to help you discern what brings life and what breeds destruction. Trust my guidance, and your heart will be a fountain of blessing to you and those around you. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. I know the ache of loneliness that sometimes visits your soul, even when you're surrounded by many. Take comfort in this. I am Emmanuel, God with you. Matthew 1:23. No human relationship can fully quench your deepest longing for acceptance and fellowship. Only I can fill that void perfectly. Lean into my presence when you feel most isolated, and you will discover a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Proverbs 18:24. Pour out your heart before me, hold nothing back, and sense my gentle whisper assuring you that you are seen, known, and cherished. I open doors for new connections and healthy relationships according to my timing. Remember too that in serving and loving others, you build bonds that dispel the shadows of loneliness. In every sense, you belong to me, and I rejoice over your life. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. I caution you not to allow the past to become a prison that holds your future hostage. Yes, learn from yesterday's lessons, but do not cling to the regrets or missed chances that haunt your mind. I make all things new. Revelation 21:5. Just as I led the Israelites out of bondage in Egypt, so I desire to lead you out of the bondage of past failures. Let your mind and heart move forward, for my mercies are renewed each morning. Lamentations 3:20-23. The former things do not define you. My love does. In those moments when memories revisit you like a shadow, lift your eyes to me and declare that you are free in Christ. You carry a testimony of redemption that will inspire many. Step boldly into the present, for I hold your tomorrows secure. I watch over you in every breath. I invite you to rejoice even in the midst of challenges, knowing that your praise has power to shift atmospheres. Do not wait for the battle to end to sing the victory song. Praise is a weapon that disarms discouragement and dethrones anxiety. Remember Jehoshaphat, who sent worshipers ahead of his army. 2 Chronicles 20:21. When they sang and praised, the enemy destroyed itself. Likewise, when you choose to lift up your voice and exalt me above your circumstances, you invite me to move mightily on your behalf. A joyful heart does not imply the absence of struggles, but the presence of faith in my goodness. Sing from your spirit, dance in freedom, and proclaim that I am your deliverer. Watch as despair evaporates before my glory. I bless you. Move forward in peace. I see how you desire to grow in wisdom and discernment, to make choices that bring honor to my name and blessing to your life. Know that the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. Proverbs 9:10. When you reverently acknowledge my sovereignty in every aspect of your decisions, you tap into my limitless knowledge. Spend time in my word, where countless treasures await your discovery. Ask, and it shall be given. Seek, and you shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened. Matthew 7:7. I will not scold you for requesting insight, for I delight in generously sharing my counsel. Remain open to correction, whether it comes through Scripture, a close friend, or a still small voice. My purposes for you are good. and I am leading you away from pitfalls. When you follow my leading, you will find life more abundant. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. I understand the weight you feel when you pray for your loved ones, for their salvation, their healing, their protection. Know that I care for them even more than you do. I am the one who formed them in the womb. Psalm 139:13. Your intercession reaches my throne, and I am moved by your compassion. Trust me, my timing and my methods. Sometimes, the path to redemption or healing may not look like what you envision, but it is guided by my perfect knowledge. Do not grow weary in well-doing, for in due season you will reap if you faint not. Galatians 6:9. Continue to sow seeds of love, prayer, and hope into the lives of those you hold dear. Even if you do not see instant results, know that I am working behind the scenes, woven into the very fabric of their journey. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. I place a song of deliverance in your heart, a melody that speaks of freedom from sinful bondage and spiritual oppression. Grasp that you have already been bought with a price, the precious blood of Jesus. 1 Peter 1:18-19. Therefore, sin no longer has dominion over you. Romans 6:14. Every chain you perceive is merely a remnant of the past that you can shake off in my name. Walk forth as a testimony that I am the God who breaks every yoke. Reject the narrative that you must always struggle. I have ordained you for victory. Sing of this freedom daily, letting your praise tear down any walls that remain. My spirit within you rises in power when you acknowledge your true identity as a liberated child of the King. I bless you. Move forward in peace. I remind you that my kingdom operates on principles far removed from worldly logic. In my realm, the least becomes the greatest, the servant is the leader, and giving leads to abundance. Do not be surprised when I ask you to do things that defy conventional wisdom. Remember the widow of Zarephath, who made a cake for the prophet Elijah from her final meal, only to see her oil and flour never run dry. Sus Kings 12:16. Such is the power of obedience in faith. When you place your trust in my word, even the most limited resources can multiply beyond measure. Rejoice when I give you a command that stretches your comfort zone, for it indicates I am about to reveal a new dimension of my provision and miracles. My ways may confuse the world, but they bring life to those who believe. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. I behold your efforts to live as a pilgrim on this earth, remembering that your true citizenship lies in heaven. Philippians 3:20. The things of this world, its glory, its riches, even its praise, are temporary, like grass that withers, but those who do my will abide forever. 1 John 2:17. Set your affection on things above, not on earthly gain alone. Storing up treasures in heaven is never a wasted investment, for moths and rust cannot corrode what is laid at my feet. Keep your perspective eternal, and you will find your daily struggles lighten. Take joy in knowing that this life is but a breath compared to the glorious eternity you will spend in my presence. Until then, walk as my ambassador, shining light and showing love in a world that desperately needs it. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. I encourage you to reflect on how far you have come. Too often, you forget the milestones you've passed and the giants you've already defeated by my power. Remember, David recounted my faithfulness in his battles against lions and bears before he faced Goliath, 1 Samuel 17:34-37. Similarly, your history with me is a blueprint for future triumph. Do not belittle the past victories, however small they may seem. They are stepping stones toward greater accomplishments in my name. When the enemy whispers that you are weak, recall those moments when my strength proved sufficient. Battle scars serve as reminders of foes, once formidable, but now defeated. Let gratitude flow freely as you thank me for every miracle, every provision, every bit of healing. I inhabit the praises of my people, Psalm 22:3. I watch over you in every breath. I send my spirit to be your comforter, your guide, your constant source of divine help, John 14:16. When you cannot carry your burden, the Holy Spirit intervenes with strength and wisdom. Allow yourself to be vulnerable before me, for in that surrender, you welcome my help. Yielding is not a sign of weakness. It is an act of faith, acknowledging that my resources exceed your own. Invite the Spirit into your everyday life, your conversations, your work, your recreation. You will find that what seemed impossible begins to shift under the weight of supernatural assistance. The Spirit also comforts you when you grieve, stands with you when you doubt, and rejoices with you when you overcome. Treasure this gift, for it is my own presence dwelling in you, a reminder that you bear my image and my power. I bless you. Move forward in peace. I look upon the whole earth and see countless hearts, each with different stories, struggles, and hopes. Yet I am the God who cares for the individual, leaving the 99 to pursue the one, Luke 15:4. Never imagine you are lost in the crowd, for I know you intimately. I know your daily routine, your hobbies, your fears, even the number of hairs on your head. Luke 12:7. When you feel insignificant, remember that I am mindful of every detail of your life. I celebrate your achievements and comfort you in your failures. You are a vital part of my master plan, and your uniqueness contributes to a tapestry far beyond your comprehension. I craft opportunities tailored for you, so be watchful for divine appointments. Embrace your place in my kingdom, for you are cherished and ordained for good works. Stay strong in faith, for my love never leaves you. I desire to inspire creativity and innovation within you. Remember, I am the original creator, breathing the universe into existence. Genesis 1:1. That very spark of creativity rests in you, waiting to flourish in the context of your gifts and interests. Whether you create art, music, inventions, or solutions to everyday problems, do so as an act of worship. Your genius does not have to be confined by traditional definitions. Dare to think outside the box, for I delight in new expressions of beauty and function. When you co-labor with me, your creations can become vessels of my grace, touching hearts and transforming lives. Do not fear criticism or failure. Learn from every attempt and allow my spirit to flow through your imagination. In this partnership, you will see ordinary moments turn into extraordinary achievements for my glory. You are never alone. I am forever by your side. I extend this assurance to you. Nothing can separate you from my love. Romans 8:38-39. Not your worst day, not a hostile world, not even your own missteps. My love is a fortress, a shield, a burning fire that consumes every lie that tells you otherwise. Take refuge in this unchanging truth. When doubt creeps in, proclaim that my love endures forever. Psalm 136:1. Let every fiber of your being rest in my divine affection, for it is not fickle like human emotions. I loved you before you knew my name. I love you still, and I will love you for eternity. Carry this confidence into every relationship, every challenge, every adventure. You will find that perfect love casts out fear. Where John 4:18, go forth, knowing you are cradled in the arms of the everlasting. I watch over you in every breath. I now draw you into a place of closure and new beginnings. I have whispered my heart to yours, reassuring you of my steadfast presence and my plans to prosper you. Even as you step forth into the days ahead, remember that I go before you and behind you, hemming you in. Psalm 139:5. My goodness and mercy will follow you, guiding you into fresh opportunities and open doors that you have yet to envision. The seasons may change, but my love endures and my grace abounds. Be encouraged. I am continually writing new chapters in your life, unveiling surprises of kindness and miracles of restoration. Hold fast to the promise that you are beloved, you are chosen, and you are destined for good things. I bless you and your household. Take courage as you move ahead. In this moment, linger just a little longer in my presence. Absorb the peace I offer and let it settle deep within your heart. Though these words come to a close, my voice never fades. Continue to seek me daily, for I am the wellspring of life, the source of all that is true and noble. I call you my friend, my child, and my heir to the promises of my kingdom. Romans 8:17. You will never walk without my guidance, never face a trial without my strength to uphold you. I plant you firmly in my love, that you may grow and flourish in every season. My faithfulness is your shield, my word your sword, and my spirit your constant companion. The future is bright, for I illumine the path.